Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Walker will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Off the play fake. Walker looking deep now for Amendola. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Lions, nothing.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Quick throw completed by Watson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A handoff to Johnson on the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Oh, it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 32-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, here's Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on 2nd and 13. Walker completing it here to Marvin Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
from the gun. Walker. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Texans 27, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
1st and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 38. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good carry and pickup for a 1st down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
Watson off play action. It's caught left side by Cooks. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
A gain of
a good pickup there, a 22.
Down Texans.
They run. This is Scarborough. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another first down.
First and goal, Houston.
Now they'll run with Scarborough. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
On the option, they go with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. Here's Johnson going to get the handoff. And this time he is in. David Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Texans 34, Lions nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
A 3-yard gain.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Lions will take over.
5-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
On second and a couple. Walker. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Walker. And that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Peterson. Peterson a first down and more. Touchdown, Detroit. Adrian Peterson. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Walker on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. That's complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Walker now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Walker, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Watson, option play. He'll hand it to Johnson. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Laura brought him down.
Out of the gun, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A handoff to Johnson on the option. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Tackle by Jelani Tavai. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Watson. That's complete right around the 8.
Watson's pass.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Bryan Edwards. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans add on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. Now Walker off the play fake. And now here's another interception. McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Thomas. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He'll get this underneath to David Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Complete.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the option, they go with Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And it's 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Watson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles, and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win.